Hi guys, welcome back. I know you were expecting the intro there. Trying a little something new. Do you like it there or do you like it here? Welcome back to the tip of the iceberg, guys. I am the iceberg himself, DJ Iceberg. We are back for episode number 2. Where we left off, the Voyager's crew is back on the ship on Voyager with the Maquis crew. They have just attempted to talk to the Caretaker and see if they can get sent home, and the Caretaker said, whoop, not today, and sent them back to the ship. So we're going to watch again today, see if they've learned what the cookout is and how to actually do one, and we will go right into the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This way you guys are notified anytime I post a commentary or reaction. And let's jump right into it.
He's regaining consciousness.
How do you feel?
I feel like your lips aren't moving. I wouldn't even know what to think. Waking up, not having anything beforehand, and then suddenly, like... I like how Harry just sits here and lets them put her under, restrain her. Like, he's just like, oh, this is normal.
Fashion to transport Kim and Taurus to the planet's surface.
Ooh, her hair's still looking disheveled. You might as well get used to that doorbell.
I've studied thousands of M-class planets. I've never seen an atmosphere without nucleogenics. There must have been some kind of extraordinary environmental disaster.
Like a caretaker messing up, doing something he shouldn't have.
Captain, you require sleep.
And a way home.
Delightful woman. It's our only son. He'd left his clarinet behind. She wanted to know if she had time to send it.
Did she not know what replicators were? Like, he could make one, and it would be okay. Probably to the exact specifications his was.
I barely knew him. I never seemed to have the chance to get to know any of them.
I thought this was her first big, like, command.
It's a fine crew, and I've got to get them home.
Again, first command. How do you know it's a fine crew? Unless she vetted every single crew member.
I'll get you back to them. That's a promise, Tuvok.
Watch this. The walk away here, it's like, it's so awkward. It's like, sure. Like, no thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, Neelix.
Whoever you are,
Do you know anything about the array that's sending energy pulses to the 5th planet?
I know enough to stay as far away from it as possible.
But yet you're like between it and that 5th planet in the closest solar system. Not very far away.
It's not the first time.
Do you know where he might
I
have
do
taken
love the detail on his
Just that they're brought to
prosthetics they used for his face. Like, the work they put into it, and knowing he had to do that every episode until the end of this series. That's like severe dedication.
There's really very little that you could offer me. Unless, of course, you had water.
Like, I would get if he lived on that specific planet, but he has a spaceship. You can't go to any other planet that has water?
We have a technology which can take you instantly from your ship to ours.
Is this the one where he, like, raises his hands? Like, I mean, okay.
Neelix. Good to meet you.
Tuvok's reaction is priceless.
I assure you that everything in this room has a specific function.
All I can think about is the song between Alphaba and Glenda now.
Loathing, unadulterated loathing for your face,
Your voice.
your clothing.
Loathing.
What was Starfleet doing at that array?
We were looking for you, actually.
mean, one minute we're in the Badlands, the next
You mean you were trying to capture us?
Well, yeah.
Consider yourself captured.
I don't find this at all amusing, Starfleet.
Oh, don't do it. I know what she's capable of. She will tear you a new one.
Do you want them to sedate you again?
Wonder if her shirt was deliberately torn there as part of her struggle previously, or if that was just a happy accident. But she was ready to fight. He came in that door.
I know how frightening all this must be for both of you.
And he's like, I'll be over here.
But before that, you lived on the surface?
Until the warming began.
As an engineer, she must be like amazed by this place. I know I would be, and I'm not an engineer.
Since then, he has provided for all our needs.
Uncomfortable that would have to wear something like that, go across your face like that? No.
Entire city for us after the warming. The food processors dispense neutral supplements
like,
every 4.1 interval.
Yours looks better than mine. And Harry's over here like, what happened to the cookies?
It may not offer the exotic taste some of our younger people crave these days, but it meets our needs.
It meets your needs. Let me just tell you, the caretaker is serving up corn on the cob while he's meeting your needs.
We believe he must have separated you from your own species for their protection.
Their protection?
Have you met you? Ewok is concerned about the stacking of cups. But those glasses are pretty. I would drink out of those.
No one around here wastes water in this manner. Good sand scrub. That's
See,
the best
he makes
we
it
call
sound
it.
like he lived on the Ocampa planet. And I just don't think he did. Even though his planet was destroyed.
Will it make me a uniform like yours?
No, it most certainly will not.
One day it will.
Not the Ocampa, the Kazon Ogla.
The Kazon Ogla? Who are the Kazon Ogla?
The bane of your existence for the next season, too.
My friends, it's good to see you again.
How I'm greeted by my friends, too.
I must speak with your Mache, the ever-wise...
The Mage. Not the Mage, but the Mage.
Their ship has technology that makes water out of thin air.
I'd be like, we don't got no water? We don't know what he's talking about.
This man led us here suggesting we might find a people called the Ocampa.
She is Ocampa. Why would you be interested in such worthless creatures?
How did you know she was there? She just came around the corner.
Should I call for some help?
No.
I get that. I don't like people messing with me and asking me things when I'm in pain. Leave me alone. Don't touch me.
Are you in pain? Are you watching us?
Well, yeah, everybody is.
That the moss that grows on certain fruit trees has healing properties.
You just smoke it.
One person I knew did get to the surface. We never saw her again.
What gets me is, I get it. I get that they're supposed to be relying on him, but there has to have been more than just one person who was like, you know, maybe there's more to life than just being down here. I wouldn't be flying directly in the path of the pulses, just my thought.
Kes can tell you where to go. But now that she's free, we're leaving this system together.
Thanks, bye.
It would be wrong not to help them now.
I love that she's the one that wears the pants in this relationship. Like, she was like, we's doing this. Those look
Captain,
ready to
pulses
be...
from the array continue to
Oh,
accelerate.
okay.
The intervals between them...
That one is for preparing soil. Don't think it's really used in the, harvesting process typically.
No, she cannot.
They can't speak telepathically, Tosket. Please talk aloud.
And you have members of the species already with them, so how do you not know that? I'd be like, nah, I'm good. They're mine. Just kidding. Imagine the Hulk saying this. I wonder what he would say.
Somebody's dead!
We need to talk to every doctor and nurse at this hospital. See what they can tell us about Taurus.
Could you imagine talking to every doctor and nurse at a hospital, how long that would take?
The caretaker owes something to the Ocampa. I believe the debt that can never be repaid is very likely a debt to them.
Yeah, he destroyed their freaking planet.
I see them.
Hi. He like waves down at him like, hello.
Whatever you do, don't touch it. We've been told it'll burn your skin off.
And clearly, everything you've been told has been truthful. It's giving Buffy vibes. She just went up all those stairs in, like, those heels. Like, I can understand Milan's because they're like a chunk heel, but Kess's was probably catching all the way up.
I'll get your coat tank.
I must say, this coming up here is one of my favorite interactions between them.
I intend to, as soon as I get you up.
Star Trek, this is a family show.
Isn't that some kind of Indian custom? Wrong tribe.
I do wish that they delved more into his Indian heritage. There was a few episodes, but I think that there was still a lot more they could have explored, especially with how many like one-off episodes there was. I feel like they could have really delved into his heritage more. Again, wouldn't be flying in the past of the, weapons fire.
Doesn't anyone know how to turn off the program when they leave?
No. Just when you're talking.
The lead Kazon ship is hailing us, Captain.
On screen.
Oh, the hands on the hips. She is ready.
Javen, can we discuss this like two civilized...
No.
I guess we can't. You know what to do.
But we don't. Why don't we get it done? And he is still here playing that banjo. Like, you are dying. And the only thing you can think about doing is the newest program.
When the Ocampa's energy runs out, it won't matter. They'll be forced to come to the surface.
With all his knowledge, he didn't know that Cass came to the surface? So he didn't know that this was already happening?
But we had no idea that our technology would be so destructive to their atmosphere.
And you didn't learn from that mistake and made all new ones.
Oh, no, she went off to look for more interesting places.
And I like that he doesn't mention that. Not only did she leave, she took some of the Ocampa with her.
Paris, my crew's coming over. Tell one of your Crackerjack Starfleet transporter chiefs to keep a lock on me.
Not Crackerjack. He said that they didn't have enough firepower to take out that ship, and even after a few hits, it still started to break up and still kept going. That tough little ship. No wonder they chose it. That would mess with my head. Looks like I'm in a VR headset that's messing up.
Captain, any action we take to protect the Ocampa
In all
would affect the
actuality,
balance.
she's just caressing his corpse.
We never asked to be involved, Tuvok.
Oh, the bending of the Prime Directive. Every single... Like, at this point, why even have it? Like, yeah, nobody listens to it anyways. It's like giving it a speed limit. Nobody pays attention.
I intend to destroy the array.
You can't do that.
I can, and I will. End transmission.
I'll tell you, eventually, she don't like bullies.
What other way home is there? Who is she to be making these decisions for all of us?
You're kind of on her ship. Like, I would chill. Your ship is... It's gone. It's gone.
You have made an enemy today.
Okay. Just, I mean, I like dogs. I do. But that one, all that hair, I'd be like, it's going to get everywhere. And she wears black. Like, the hardest to get dog hair out of stuff, especially long hair.
I've entered into the ship's log on this date that I'm granting a field commission of lieutenant to Thomas Eugene Paris.
Doesn't look like how she was sitting would be comfortable. Just like, ooh, no.
We'd be valuable colleagues.
Colleagues.
See, to me, it seems like she's really surprised that they would offer to help, But I figured she would be all over it. Like, she would be, yes, please, thank you, God. Because, I mean, obviously she knows what the word colleague means. But I do love Janeway. She's an awesome captain. And this speech?
In an uncharted part of the galaxy. And some enemies.
Enemies, picture of Chakotay.
Both crews are going to have to work together if we're to
I
survive.
like how they keep Milana blurry the whole time. You can see her in the background, but they don't, like...
Ability to get us there a lot faster. We'll be looking for her.
Like right here, like again, they did it again. Why not focus in on her and make him blurry for a second? And I also want to talk here for a second, real quick, about the nacelles. Favorite part of any Star Trek show is the fact that the nacelles moved. I love that. Okay, guys, that was part 2 of Caretaker, season 1, episode 1 of Star Trek Voyager. And just the start of this, how scary this whole journey must be. And knowing going into this, by now they know about the Borg. They know it's in the Delta Quadrant. Are they going to run into them? That's got to be a scary thing. Like, just the fear of that alone. And you don't know what else is out there. What could be worse? I mean, we know there's worse. But, whew, I can't imagine what was going through their heads at this time. The characters, of course. And I think what we're seeing here, everybody talks about this is one of the worst series of Star Trek. I don't think so, personally. I think it's fine. But I think at the point that we got Voyager, everybody was tired of the same old with Star Trek. And I think there was another series that was doing the same thing, sort of Lost in Space type of situation. And I think it seemed to be overplayed. But I think the actors all did really well. I mean, Robert Picardo alone, he's an amazing actor. I think he does a great job here. And you see his character elsewhere. I mean, he's on Star Trek Prodigy. They even use him in Star Trek First Contact as an EMH. So, and everybody is pushing, who was a fan of the show, I think, is pushing for a Star Trek Janeway, like they did for Star Trek Picard. So I think that would be really good. So what do you guys think? And what was your thoughts on this episode when you first saw it? Not today, because when we see it today, I mean, we can look back and, like I did, kind of poke fun at it a few bits here and there. It's truly one of my favorite TV shows. Okay, but as I watch it now, I can still poke fun. It's honestly, it's one of my favorite, and I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are, especially this part of the series, like it getting started. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you guys haven't checked out episode 1, why are you here? Check out episode 1. And if it's already out, be sure to also check out the episode 3 Body Problem. And I'll see you guys soon.